Hey guys, this is Casey Otaku, aka Arsal Cosplay. This is the first. It seems like it's going to be a short one, but this is the first um, one of my Reddit reaction stories, and it is called My Neighbor Left Her 6 Children on My Doorstep, so I sent a video of her children being picked up by CPS. This one, even though it's short, it's going to be wild. And like I said in my previous video, if you got any opinions, want to make any comments, I know, like I said, it's going to be a short video, but if you got any opinions or any comments or all, comment. I want you guys to interact with me on this one, on these. Ready? Okay. Here we go.
My neighbor left her 6 children on my doorstep, so I sent her a video of her children being picked up by child services. My husband and I live in a cul-de-sac. Everyone is too close to one another, which means people are naturally in each other's business. Right from the beginning, I had issues with one of our neighbors. She is the type of woman who lets her children wander about without a care, but that is not the worst part. She has an uncanny skill for talking the neighbors into babysitting for her. I am normally the type to say no, but I have been roped into it way too many times. Yesterday she came knocking on my door again, so I pretended I wasn't home. She continued hitting harder, and I thought she would yank the letterbox immediately. So, I went to answer. She quickly said a few sentences I didn't quite understand and that she would return on Sunday. She has 6 children ranging from 6 months to 7 years old. I told her I couldn't, and she said the black cab awaited her. I tried to grab her hand to stop her from leaving. I said I could not, so she ran off and got in the cab. I was pissed, and that is putting it mildly. I waited 40 minutes and then texted her that if she couldn't pick them up in 10, I would call Children's Services. She didn't answer the text, so I called her. She didn't pick up on the first 2 rings but picked up on the third. I told her the same thing again, and she tried to tell me it was too late for her to come back as she was out of the city and that if I didn't want to watch them, drop them off at Jennifer's, the 68-year-old lady with health issues living on the opposite side of me. I repeated that if she wasn't here in 10, she could pick them up at the local council if they decided she was a fit enough mother. She said a few bad words and told me I would never, so I did as in the moment. It felt like she was baiting me. After phoning Child Services, I texted her that it was done. She phoned me back and said she was halfway to Blackpool and would murder me if it were true. So, I sent her a video when Child Services picked them up. The police were there, too. As they said, they often tag along for collecting abandoned children in case something criminal has happened, and they asked a lot of questions about the mother. Last night, my husband and I had a huge fight. My husband was in foster care, and he said, "Right cow you are." He said I should have declined at the door instead of waiting 40 minutes before calling CSC when the mother couldn't reasonably pick them up in 10 minutes. He said I had other options, like not opening the door or running after her and throwing the children into the black cab instead of giving silent consent. He also said I did it on purpose as the mother offered Jennifer as an alternative, so why hadn't I done that? In my defense, I am not comfortable handing over children to a third party, and good manners say you don't show up on an elderly lady's doorstep and give her 6 unruly children to deal with for a few days. I would never have lived down that shame. My husband argued that once I had dropped them off at Jennifer's, it would no longer be my business but something between the mother and our other neighbor. He told me anything that happened to those children in care was on my head, and then he told me what he experienced and what he knew of others who had experienced it. I haven't slept much and my husband left for work without speaking to me. I wonder if I should go back to Child Services and say I overreacted or that it was a misunderstanding and find a way to make it up to the children and get them out of there. I had no idea foster care was that bad.
Okay. Here's my reaction to that video. Okay, to begin with, from the way the video the woman had wrote and she was speaking, she's from the UK. Or one of the other UK countries, as countries. So yeah, the second part. Okay, you living in a cul-de-sac. Everybody knows your business. Everybody knows your business. To begin with, you know, if I was the woman with the 6 kids And to begin with, excuse me for combing my hair, I just gotta basically try to look decent to you guys. If I was the woman with the 6 kids, to begin with, I wouldn't have tried to have 6 kids. If I had known that these 6 kids were going to be problems for me, and they were unruly, I would have never had them. I would have thought. But then again, I know some of you are going to be like, oh, well, it wasn't her choice. You just can't take back the sperm. You can't take back the pregnancy. True. You're right. You can't take that back. So the thing of it is, I would have at least found out. I would have known. Oh wait, I got 6 kids. I'm not gonna up and ask my neighbors to take time out of their lives to watch my kids. I would have never been gone that long. 2. Oh, I'm going to Blackpool, England. I'm going to Blackpool. So, if I was going on a trip and I had my 6 kids, I would have found somebody, not one of my neighbors. I would have found somebody to do this for me. I would have said, I would have found because it sounds like she still got family. I would have found hey mom, or I would have said to my kids, hey, you want to go visit grandma? Since I was going to go on vacation, you want to go visit grandma? I was yeah. But probably, like I said, it was a short one. So we don't know if she still had family left. Or we don't know if she had family left. Okay, no problem. So next comes, I'm going to Black. Yeah. So she had at least a good 2 choices. Besides leaving her kids with her neighbors. Choice 1. Going back. Y'all want to see grandma? We'll go see grandma. Have my mom take care of them. Say, hey, I'm only going to be gone for a couple of days. I'm going over into Blackpool. I'm going to see mom. I'm going over, having a little fun. Please. Okay. I'm pretty sure family could understand. Goes back to the one line I've been hearing throughout all these stories. Family takes care of family. That is when I would play the family card. I need a break from these kids. Could you watch them for a couple of days? And ask my family members, excuse me. They say, yeah, cool, okay, I'm gone. Choice 2. Get packed. We going to Blackpool. I'm taking him with me. I don't care what y'all do. I don't care what she was like. Yeah, she got to take him with her. If they end up being like Bebe's kids, that would be when Child Protective Services would get involved. I would take these kids off my hands. Please take them off my hands. I'm not a fit parent, I make up some lies about that. Okay, that handles the neighbor and her 6 kids. Also, I'd be like, I'm sorry, one more thing. When she threatened to I'm a fucking murder, excuse my language, I'm a fucking murder you if you call Child Protective Services on me and have them take my kids. I would have you know what? I would have been like her. I would have recorded it and sent her the video. I dare her ass to get back over here and try it. And on her way, she'd be like, oh, I'm on my way. I'm on my way to murder you right now. my next call would be the police and have them come and go, yeah, could you come? She gonna come. Could you be here with me? Cause she talking about murdering me. Now, yeah. So everything like that, and basically, not only would she be arrested or be had her kids taken away, but she'd be arrested for threats. So yeah. Now let's go to her husband. Like, you don't know what's going on in foster homes. So let me see if I can get this straight here. Your parents, his parents were a-holes, or they were, or there was something that they couldn't be able to they wouldn't be able to raise him, her husband. That's the only reason why I see her husband being in foster care or something. I don't know. Like I said, it was short, so we don't know her husband's situation. But come on, she explained everything. She explained everything. Yet he explained everything. Like, oh, why didn't you had it out? Why didn't you give her to Jessica? And if I was her, I would have been like, dude, Jessica is 68 years old. She is damn near in poor health, and you want me to hand over these kids, these six rowdy kids, like basically the UK's version of Bebe's kids, to her. Knowing them, they might have like basically killed her. It'd probably be like, don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. I wouldn't want to put that on my worst enemy. Put them on my worst enemy. Let alone some poor sweetheart, probably a sweetheart of an old lady who's got health problems. And she couldn't raise six. She probably had kids on her own. And like, damn, I'm glad they have the house. Excuse my language. But yeah. And then he goes, then he got the nerve to get mad at her. Another thing about that be like, are you having an affair with the lady, with her? Are you having an affair with the lady with the six kids? Because you jumping down my throat real hard and real bad. Are you having an affair with her? And then got the nerve to make me feel bad because I called CPS. And said, it got me going, maybe I could go in ahead and ask. Maybe I could go in ahead and say I was overreacting. The way I do it is this. She comes back. Okay, they mama come back, got her kids back, and then she pulls this shit again. I'd be like this. This is my opinion. I'd be like this. You watch him. Says it straight up to my husband. To my spouse. You watch them. See what they say. I decided I want to work. I decided I want to have a good time without you. You can think whatever you want, but I want you in my shoes. You raise them kids. You watch them kids for a couple of days, and I bet you'll be singing a different tune. I bet you. But like I said, it was short, so we don't know what's going to happen. So, and this is the first one, and I wanted to do a short one so I could see so I can have you guys' opinion on how I did, how my reactions were, and if you guys wanted to interact and give me your input on the story. So, well, like I said, I'm gonna try to do this. I actually do work. I work for Instacart. I'm a shopper for Instacart. So I'm gonna try to do this either on my days off, like today, Wednesday, Sunday, or after I get off work. After I relax and get off work. So yeah. So I guess that's all I have to say right now. Please, if you want, subscribe. Let me try that again. Subscribe to me on YouTube. It's under 47-year-old otaku. I'm really hoping to change the name to KC Otaku or RSL Cosplay, one of the two. Look for me on Facebook, Arsal Tome, because my original Facebook page was stolen. So yeah. And look for me I'm on X/Twitter, KC Otaku. Hey, hit me up if you want. Instagram, KC Otaku. Hit me up on all the usual social media. Once again, this is KC Otaku. To those of you who don't know me, I'm a 51-year, almost 52-year-old man that's an otaku. I love anime, I love video games, I love dressing up, I love doing cosplay. I go to conventions to host shooting match. Yeah, I go to NakaCon, I go to Planet Anime, I go to Planet Comic Con in Kansas City. Let's see who else. What else I do? I'm trying to. I'm a pop collector as well, and I'm trying to do a lot of stuff that I see it. I want to do it. But there are times I don't know how. So if you guys can give me a hand, if you guys can point me at directions or whatever that can help me out, I really appreciate it. But also getting back to this, like I said, I want to wish you all a very belated Merry Christmas. I want to wish you all a very Happy New Year, which is in 2 days. My God, these years go, especially when it hits like September, these years go really fast. And yeah. and this is KC Otaku once again. And I'll see you at the cons.